I did actually want to ask, it's not really related to anything in your book, but a very specific question that a lot of the audience might not relate to. I've had quite a few Italian students over the years, and one of the hardest things that they have kind of had to tackle when it comes to pronunciation and maybe accent is ending every word in a vowel. And I noticed that you don't do this. You have fantastic English, of course, but I kind of wanted to selfishly get some advice for that. So is there anything that you think Italians could do, or any other people that have a similar problem, or is it just naturally over time it goes away?
I think it's also a problem, not a problem, but something that Japanese people do.
Yeah, maybe.
Japanese speakers, they end every word with a vowel. Like, for example, buka.
Buka, yeah. Dogga.
Buka. Or dogga. Yeah, or, I don't know, bottle. So it's basically it's because in Italian most words end in a vowel. So we're always looking for that final sound. And I would say, okay, to help Italian speakers, well, first they need to notice that they're doing this. Otherwise, I mean, they need to be aware. So maybe, I don't know, get them to record themselves saying a couple of, pronouncing, a list of words. And then you can model it. So you can say, okay, now listen to, if you want to sound British, listen to how I pronounce these words. What's the difference? This is one thing that you could do. And then say, okay, no, don't say book, book, and the word there. I think it could be very simple, but it's hard to, I mean, you wouldn't notice a lot of progress in a couple of days, I guess. So, it took me, well, 6 years to get to a stage where I don't know if I completely removed my Italian accent. I don't think so, but to a stage where I don't speak with a strong Italian accent.
Yeah.
So it takes time. I mean, it takes also conscious effort. You need to do it consciously, deliberately. It's not something that it will happen like this. I never did pronunciation exercises, so I never used recordings or shadowing, those pronunciation techniques. But as I said before, listening for me was really, really helpful. So listening to how people pronounced words, listening to what piece of grammar they used, words. I improved my vocabulary by listening, like really paying conscious attention. I don't know if this is the best way to put it, but paying
careful attention.
Paying attention. Careful attention. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a good message for myself as well, selfishly, again, because I get a lot of reading practice these days, and I think reading's amazing for learning vocabulary and seeing, noticing that grammar structure, but I don't get much listening practice at all in my languages, and I notice that really affects me. When I'm speaking, I'm sounding a little bit too formal. There's a lot of little stuff that you pick up from speaking, like, kind of maybe and all these kind of like, vocal colloquial things that you don't read in a book that really make you sound natural. So I need to work on that, and that's a great tip for listeners as well. And just want to echo what you said, repeat what you said. The recording yourself, I think that's a great tip, whether it is that vowel accent issue or I think any issue with pronunciation. A lot of the time you don't notice quite how you're doing it wrong or how you're doing it unnaturally. So I think just hearing yourself on a recording, as difficult as that might be, I think that can be a really good tip as well. So yeah, hopefully.
Absolutely.